Welcome back to UMG Nashville. Sweet Mary Martha.
Finally.
We're finally ready. If I could describe the debacle that was a player profile thing that we just dealt with for the past half an hour, I apologize. Finally, everyone's online. You're going to be able to pick on the player that it is when you read the names on the list here. You'll see who is at fault.
Yep.
But here we are. We're getting started. Game one between Optic and Rise is going to be here at Sovereign Dom.
Yeah, and right here you see the player who didn't know his information proofing right there, get a two-piece right off the bat.
Yeah, UMG White number 2 and Scumpy getting it done on B-Dom. They are going to be the first ones in control. Crowd, thank you for being patient. Let's hear it, though, for Optic Gaming and Rise as we get started.
Yeah, I mean, you see Scump getting a big two-piece bottom mid, and Optic starting very well here, Maven.
Yeah, able to pick up some big kills. That was 2. They get 3 down there for Rise. They have good control here. They're getting pushed up, working on the C neutral as well. Scump, nice shots there. Working still on C. They're still spawning in. He's got one to his right, a couple to his left. We see here with the Oracle mode. He will eventually get dropped, but good time and points for them.
Yeah, and Optic's doing a pretty good job just locking Rise at C. That neutral's pretty big, maybe like we were talking about earlier. If you can get that neutral on that home flag, I mean, Clayster just absolutely destroys Wheats right there. If you can get that neutral on that home flag and just be a nuisance, he's getting pushed by the robot.
Yeah, he's making plays. But, Clay tweeted before this event, this is the most confident he's felt going into a Ghost event. He is absolutely shredding right now. He's on a 5 streak, out to 7-2. Great stuff from Clay.
Well, the Vector actually plays kind of into how Clay likes to play in general. A little bit slower, a little bit more pre-aim. So, I mean, it's not an AR, so to speak, which he's known for. But it still kind of works for him.
It's darn close. The Vector and Ghost might as well be an AR, but we see Clay's going to have to rotate back here to cover the home flag. We see a player in around there. That is going to be attached, and he lights up Clay with the headshot. Great job by him working on it. Nade coming in from Nade shot to try and get him off that. Attach picks up him as well. What a beast.
I mean, start out 6-1. I mean, that's a pretty good start right there from Attach. Wheats, on the other hand, maybe not as much.
No, he's got to get it going. He struggled a bit, I saw, in the series and the Game 5 against EG. He's got to get it going for his squad and able to take on this powerhouse that is Optic Gaming. 2 down for either side right now. We're sticking on with Wheats, who's rotating Blue Street towards B-Dom. Not going to react quickly enough there. Gets picked off by Clayster.
Yeah, and Rise is playing really slow. They're really just not even getting out of their C flag area. I mean, you saw Wheats right there just pretty much laying down in front of his research for a solid, 20, 30 seconds. There's no need for that. They really need to, push out and get map control. As long as they get into this top control area, try and make a play for B, they can come back in this game. But playing that slow, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, nice shots by Proofy there. Able to get one, gets the hit markers of the guy rotating towards B. 2 more in and around B. He's going to have to put some pressure here. His teammate helps him, cleans up everything around B. 1 more there on green side should get help. Turns will fall. But great stuff so far. Out to a 25-point lead right now as Optic Gaming is Scump starting to heat up.
Yeah, but everybody from Optic Gaming playing pretty well. I mean, you see Clayster right there picking up a big 2-piece. But who from Rise really needs to step up, in this series for them to have a pretty good chance?
Well, taking a look at it right now, basically the entire squad outside of Attach has all of their captures, leading the way in kills. Everyone else around double negative, they've all got to get it going. But 2 minutes left, leads increased out to 32. They're steamrolling right now. Trouble for Rise just holding on to their home cap as it stands, and that's going to be 3 down again. Attach, last up, Optics rolling.
Yeah, nobody from Rise can get anything going. I mean, obviously you're going to need slaying power to win these games against Optic, but even if they can get out of their own base, I mean, look at this. We're watching, Proofy just pretty much spawn kill, the players from Rise. They're just playing completely in their own base.
Yeah.
And next half, they're going to need to change pretty much everything up. I mean, look, they're getting killed right now. Man.
Well, a tip to those at home, the way Ghost plays is fast, fast, fast. You've got to get moving, got to get those points, and got to get up in the cuts quick to cut them off as they come out of spawn. But let's give Scump a little love. He's out to, 16-9 right now on pace for, 45 kills?
Yeah.
He's absolutely tearing it up right now.
And I mean, Proof right there, he's going to be the last one to defend B. And it looks like Attach. I mean, he's been the one player for Rise that we can say he's playing pretty well. He's pushing up towards that green side, trying to get control of that elbow area. But, they're going to need to get this neutral. I mean, Looney's got to try and push this, make a play of some sorts there, and he's actually taken out as well.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, though, you can see that home cap at C is getting hit, and that is not what they want to deal with. That's the first time they've really got B control. Attach did a great job getting up to that cut outside of elbow, like you said, and that's going to be 4 down, though, for Optics. A good chance here from the boys of Rise Nation to try and get something going, but they're trailing by almost 40 points already with 30 seconds left to go in this first side match.
Yeah, they just need to try and make it a little bit respectable going into the second half. I mean, 40 points is pretty damn near impossible maybe to come back from.
I don't know about impossible, but a lot more doable on a map like Octane. You don't usually see comebacks of this magnitude on Sovereign, on Strike Zone, these smaller maps. But here we are with Leeds trying to put fire in on B Dom, able to pick up one, but you saw there were two left alive there. They were able to take control of A and B. Sorry, C and B. So points, they'll get that last tick there, increase the lead out to what? I guess final tally be 95 to 62, 33-point lead for Optic Gaming. And look at those jerseys.
Yeah, those are great jerseys.
They're wearing those for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I guess what, pink wall, Optic.
The pink wall?
Pink.
Yeah, why not?
Sure. They look great, though. We're going to hop into side two, and again, sorry for the delay. It was, well, we actually had two separate players with profile issues.
It was Proofy's fault. It was
we'll put it on Proofy.
Yeah, we'll blame Proof. But, even Nade, starting off 8 and 9, I mean, he's been playing extremely well as of late. I mean, obviously, if Proof and Clay play like that, I mean, you really don't need the slaying that we've seen out of him in previous events. And, that might be a good thing that he's focused more on the OBJ stuff and can get more of that stuff done.
Yeah, well, I mean, Optic outslayed him by 15 kills just in the first side alone. If they can get early B control of this, it'd be a dagger. They could put this away early. We'll see who's able to get that first control fight going on up top there in control. Scump's going to win that one. He may try to drop down. He does have B street coverage from Clayster. So if he decides to drop down, they would be able to two-cap that. He will unfortunately be taken out there by Pac-Man. They've got a ways to go, though. I mean, Rise really has to be thinking about a two-cap in neutral here pretty much from the get-go with this kind of deficit.
Yeah, I mean, that could have been a big play right there out of Looney, but it's all to Pac-Man. He's going to have to defend Green Street right here, putting some shots down, but it looks like, Optic is going to make a play on B, and I believe that is Clayster. Yeah, so, I mean, all he has to do is stay down right there, Maven, but decides to challenge. I don't really agree with that play at all.
Yeah, Looney's able to pick up a two-piece as a result, but no one able to get B control yet. Here we are on board with Scump. That's a big one. Is going to drop, though. Again, no one able to get anything going around B yet, though. We'll stay on board. Who's that? That's going to be Pac-Man, actually.
Going to take his own home.
Yeah, they had to take that home cap. So good pressure there by Optic Gaming.
Yeah, and I mean, you see Scump. He's going to try and work this top control area, and what that's going to do is that's going to spawn them elbow. They should know that. And you actually see, they're actually going to spawn on their own home flag because they have a player taking C.
Yeah,
so, Scum really, he should just be looking towards their homes, trying to pick up some easy kills. Right now.
They should be fortunate that they didn't spawn elbow. Proofy was set up there about 10 seconds before they were ready to hit it. He would have absolutely annihilated them. 2 drop right now for Optic Gaming, though. They should not have been able to break out that easily. Players did not get set up quickly enough for that pre-end vector to cut them off, trying to push out there of their home cap. Proofy's going to drop. That's going to be 3. Make it all 4 for Optic. So great job by Rise Nation to bounce back from that 2 cap. The 3 cap is coming. If they can manage to hold this for the next, 30, 45 seconds, they'd be able to climb back in this one. The lead's already dropped to 26. They need some pressure towards A, though.
Yeah, I mean, you see the players from Optic, rotating from Snake over towards A, and Pac-Man trying to make a big player there attached, going over as well. But they really just need to hold this, Maven. If they can hold this, they'll be fine.
Yeah, nice 2-piece out of attach there. He's in a good spot to put pressure on A. He's up top. There's only one player really outside that might be able to challenge him if he decides to drop down for this neutral. If he wins that gunfight, it would be absolutely huge for Rise here, but they are in the process of losing B right now.
But that's still a big win, Maven, Because if they can split the
Attach
right now.
Lighted up.
He's
That's the
fire.
second time we've seen him really take and hold a cap by himself. But like we saw, they did lose B in the process. His 3 other teammates weren't able to hold down mid-map. They've got to get control of that. But what's the lead now? It's down to 17. We went in, close to, 30, 40 it was?
Yeah.
So they've come back a bit, but still a big lead with only 2 minutes left.
Right, and Rise, they're going to have to get C back. They had a really good setup with that split spawn. They were spawning Optic in the server room. They're going to need to capture this back, and then they're also going to need to watch B as well. You see, Pac-Man, he's going to take it, but he's going to have a gun battle to his left. That's Clayster, actually, and let's see if he can actually take this back, Maven. It's going to be very important. Optic's actually going to end up with a pretty good setup out of this.
Well, they really need B, Rise that is. They haven't really had it for the last 45 seconds ago. They've been trying to juggle this split hold, which that's all well and good, but a split hold's not going to work when you need that 2 in a neutral. That's going to be too tough to work. But Looney will get B. They've now got to apply pressure towards C as quickly as possible. I'm trying to keep eyes on both sides of things here and see how this is going to play out. But the lead's only at 13 with 90 seconds to go. They are not out of this remotely.
Oh, no, they're not out of this at all. I mean, if they can hold this, they'll be pretty good.
They can win with a 2 cap now, which is unbelievable considering how this went.
Attach
is just getting huge kill after huge kill. He's at 25 and 17. And there's a headshot again. He's absolutely lighting it up.
Let's see, and that's Proof, and that's actually going to be 2 down for Optic. And you see Looney, he's going to make a big play. And we're just seeing big plays constantly out of this Rise Rise team. You know, every time we switch to somebody, they're saving that B flag.
This would be one of the more impressive comebacks you've seen in a map of this side in domination. We'll stick on with Looney. He's finally going to drop 3 down. Wheats is going to be last alive. He will drop as well. That is exactly what Optic needed. They clutch it up with the 4 down with 45 seconds remaining. This is exactly what they need to maintain the lead.
Yeah, and actually that's going to be 3 down, and you know, Proof's actually going to have to go big. That's actually all 4 down.
So I take it back. 4 down for Rise. They get 4 down for Optic. This is going to be incredibly tight. 35 seconds left. 2 cap is on for Rise Nation. Let's see if they try to push this neutral. They may need it. There's 5 ticks left. They actually will win it with the 2 cap, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so as well. And let's see. You know, Tachi's going to spawn back over there. It's all up to Pac-Man to kind of defend this middle map right now. And they are going to be down by 2 seconds. Huge play right there from Pac-Man. He's going to be taken out by Proofy.
They win it by 1 with this map.
Yeah, he's going to win it. They're going to come back and win this, Maven.
Yeah, they have this one locked down. This final tick is going to go their way unless they manage to get a neutral, but that's going to be a Rise on B. This comeback has been absolutely astounding.
Unreal, man.
They take it by 1 point. Dear Mother of God.
That's unreal. You know, the first side was so dominant for Optic. And, you know, Wheats, I mean, he started out, what was it, 1 and 8 we were on with him, you know, that first half. Now, when he really turned it up, I mean, that's when, you know, they started to get that slaying power back.
Yeah.
And after that, they pretty much dominated that second half.
That was absolutely unreal.
Insane, yeah.
The player for me was Attach. You know, he had several times where he was alone at A. He was that player that did the flank under Snake, got onto that home cap,
Look how happy
to be aggressive. Yeah, and he won 2 battles. One of those he had 2 headshots, which were just incredibly clutch. Great job by him. Young player, super talented. Optic, unfortunately, falling 0-1 in this series, going to have to climb back. So next up, we're going to have what's going to be Octane S&D, which...
Yeah, that's a map that Optic's very good at.
Yeah, especially if you thinking back, I mean, got all the way back to X Games. You know, we had Nadeshot busting out that silenced MTAR. I know that's a thing of the past, but one in which they've historically played very well on. But Game 2 is going to be coming up. Optic fans, get behind your guys. Down 0-1 in this one. We're going to have a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with Game 2.